Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mastication Station. It's me, Sade, and today I am having Cambodian food. A new place just opened up here in Lubbock called Oriental Express, so I wanted to try it out for you guys. I've got some of their spring rolls, typical spring rolls, vegetables, noodles, the pork, the shrimp in it, and I've got their beef noodle soup. And I love pho, but this is beef noodle soup, and it smells super good. It came with this chili sauce. I might go ahead and just pour that in there. I like spicy. And the spring rolls came with this, it looks like a sweet dipping sauce, so that's good. Get my chopsticks. Oh, and to drink, I have mango coconut water. Now, I know that the benefits of coconut water are really good. That's really the only reason why I drink it. I'm not that big of a fan of the flavor. All right, let's mix this up a little bit. It smells amazing. Let me try one of these. It's got meatballs and the steak in it. Green onions floating in there. Grab my spoon. A lot of noodles. I've heard a lot of people talk about their soup, how good it is, so try it. And of course, I suck at chopsticks. Oh well, doesn't stop me from trying. Oh, a lot of chili sauce right there. That's really good. All right, spring rolls. Here they are. Pretty thick. Let's dip it in this sauce. It's really packed in there. Really good. Good, but I don't think they're as good as the place I get from the Vietnamese restaurant here. Okay, so this is one of my main issues. I've got my nails dipped before. My previous videos, you probably saw how terrible they were looking. I get them dipped because my nails are super duper weak, like paper thin. I told them to go ahead and take the dip off and then just shellac them. I was like, maybe they're longer now, maybe they've gotten a little bit stronger. As soon as I got home, because of course I didn't mess with them once they had done their work, I got home, still just paper thin. So when it comes to like opening bottles and cans, I gotta use like the side of my finger because if I use my nail, it will snap off. But I finally got it open. This is the only one that I can tolerate, the mango one. Just plain coconut water. Can't do it. Okay. No, I'm gonna have to move this bowl. I need to be closer. Try not to spill it. They were very generous with their portions. Generous. Get some broth in there. These meatballs are so good. I need to want with some broth. So I actually did want to talk about some stuff today, which is tattoos. I have, shit. Okay, I have 7 tattoos. I have this one that you've probably seen on a few videos, my owl on my chest. I've got this one for, this one for my sister, my oldest sister. She had breast cancer. She is in remission now, thank goodness. But it's boxing gloves with a pink ribbon. It says fight like a girl, and it's got her name on it. And then I've got these stars because me and my 2 sisters, we all got stars. When we first started getting tattoos, we all decided, okay, well, we're gonna get stars to represent us. So got our, this was like the 2nd tattoo that I got when I was 18. This side I've got my knife and my whisk because I love to cook. And then I've got my little bitty, everybody thinks that he's a piece of buttered toast, but it's actually, it was one of those drunken nights. But one of my best friends through junior high, high school, after high school, all that, we were out having a few drinks one night, and one of our friends happens to have his own tattoo shop. He actually did this one as well. And we ran into him at the tattoo shop. And we had already had a few drinks, and we had always talked about getting tattoos that represented our friendship. And we put maybe 10 minutes into the thought of this idea. We're like, something that goes together, like, and we're like, oh my God, peanut butter and jelly. So that's what it is. I've got the half of the sandwich with the peanut butter on it. She has the half with the jelly on it. Yeah. So I've got this random little guy, but eventually what I want to do is, because I love food, obviously, I'm going to get little random other little random like food caricatures of like family and friends. So I mean, I'll have like a taco and a slice of pizza and like a sushi roll and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of little food guys around there. So that's future plans when it comes to that one. Okay, so I talked about these in this one. I have 2 on each shoulder. Those 2 were terrible, terrible choices. The one on this side was my very first tattoo. Now, before I met Derek, me and him have been together for about 3.5 years. And before him, I was with this guy on and off for like 9.5 years. Very long time. And after about 1.5 years, once I took, because I started seeing him right when I turned 17. So after I turned 18 and I could get tattoos, I was like, oh my God, I have the perfect idea for a tattoo. And I got my initial, an S for Sade, and then the letter of his first initial, like intertwined, just like the letters. That's what's on the shoulder. Go lay down. And then on my right shoulder, I have, this was another stupid, basically teenage decision. I think I was maybe 19, almost 20. I lived in Virginia Beach, and at my job, one of my coworkers is like, oh my God, my cousin is in the Navy, so you know, he's a sailor. And he does tattoos. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And at the time, young and dumb, and I mean, I don't regret the idea, but the execution. As soon as she said he did tattoos from home, should have been a huge red flag. But at the time, I was young, I was still finding my way. I didn't have that much money. So when she was like, oh yeah, you could do it for like half the, obviously it's gonna end up bad. So I showed him the idea that I wanted. He's like, oh yeah, I can totally do that. And I was like, okay, great. He had the heaviest hands when it came to my tattoo. And all he did a little bit of shading and just the outline of it. He never even got to the color. Why? Because he got shipped out. So I never even got to get it finished. But his hands were so heavy that the lines just spread. I mean, what was supposed to be like a pencil thin line just ended up like half an inch wide. It was bad. Anyway, so on this side, like I said, I'm a huge Disney buff. I love any and everything Disney. And I've always loved Tim Burton. This is gonna sound so stupid and cliche. But I got Jack Skellington on my shoulder, and he looked like shit. I'm so glad that he was on my back and I didn't have to see that shit every day. It was, it came out so bad, guys, like so bad. But luckily, my birthday is on August 3rd, and I have been wanting for years to cover up these 2 on my shoulders. I mean, God, I wanted, but I knew since they were on each shoulder, I didn't want 2 different random things. I wanted a whole cohesive piece to cover both shoulders. And I was like, okay, well, the one on this one, even though he had a heavy hand, the ink didn't really stay that well. Like, he's super duper faded. This one, I got it done by a professional. So the lines, the color, the shading all stayed stuck really well. And it's got like a blue and teal kind of shading to it on the edges. So there is color there on this one. So I was like, okay, this one on this side, anything I get could probably cover it up pretty easily. But this one, I mean, the black stayed black. I mean, he did a really good job on it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to find something to cover that. It's got either a lot of black or a lot of dark color. So it took me a minute, but I found it's like a big bouquet of just peony flowers and greenery. And took it to my tattoo guy, the one that actually did this piece on my chest. And that was my birthday gift. Now, all I have is the outline of it. It's not colored yet, thank God, because it took 2.5 hours just to do the outline. And I mean, I can handle tattoos pretty well, but as soon as he got on my spine and up here close to my neck, good. And he loves that for last, because he knows, he's like, hey, this part, it's gonna suck, so just bear with me. So, got the outline, it's healing up really, really well, and I'm so ready, once it's healed, to get the coloring in. Because for me, honestly, the outline is the worst part when it comes to a tattoo. Which, I don't know if I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person like that, but a lot of the people that I know that have tattoos are like, oh God, no, the coloring's the worst part. The shading. To me, not really. Okay. So yeah, I'm healing up from that right now. And even though it's just the outline, the Jack Skellington on this side, you can barely even see him now. It is so great. I'm so glad I got that. Because that was another thing for me. It's like this on this side. That was a past. Okay. Any of you on here watching that happen to be young, whether you're not old enough yet to get a tattoo, or you just turned 18, you don't have any tattoos. I know the idea of getting a tattoo, super duper fun, yay. But make sure that your first tattoo is something very subtle, small and subtle. Something that when you look later on down the line, you will not have any regrets. Because these two right here, instant regrets. So bad. Even once I first got him and he started healing up and stuff, and I'm looking in the mirror, I was like, so stupid. Like, not even a year later. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell is wrong with you? Which, like I said, the idea, I know it's really cliche, but I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, Disney fan, and The Nightmare Before Christmas, one of my favorite movies ever. And yeah, I always wanted one. So, but I should have went ahead and sucked it up and waited until I was able to get it done by a professional, because this shit, hell no. So, like I said, if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, you don't have any, please make sure it's something small, something subtle. Hell, I mean, honestly, if my warning means anything to you, at least wait until you're like in your mid-20s. Whenever you first decide to get a tattoo and you're in your teens, I know teenagers think, because I was one of those teens, as soon as you hit a certain age in your teens, like, to me it was probably 15, 16. It's still probably generally the same with most teenagers now. As soon as they hit that age, they think that they are grown and that they are adults now and they know what they're doing and blah blah blah. No, you don't. You don't. The person that you're dating right now, You will be extremely, extremely lucky if that's who you're still with 5 years down the road. So, once you turn 18, don't. Even like mine was just initials. It wasn't even a full name. Can't say the same for him, but mine was just initials. Bad idea. Don't do it. That is about probably 80-90% of people's tattoo regrets, is they get somebody's name or something that symbolizes them. It's like, honestly, maybe that's like a curse when it comes to tattoos. If you get somebody's name or a symbol for them or something that was tattooed on you just to symbolize them, it doesn't even have to be their name. That's like cursing yourself. So don't do it. Because what's funny is that this was actually weird. When I went and got this done, just the outline, when I walked into the tattoo parlor, my sister was there. Had no idea she was going to be there, but she ended up at the same tattoo shop. And what was she doing? She had a tattoo on her forearm that her and her now soon-to-be ex-husband had matching tattoos right here. And what was she doing? She was covering it up. Yeah. Don't do it, anybody. Don't do it. That is a recipe for disaster. And if you are going to get a tattoo, get it at a legit tattoo shop. Don't get it from a sailor. Don't get it from somebody that tells you, oh, my cousin can do tattoos, blah, blah, blah. Or, oh, they've got a machine. No, get it done by a professional. So yeah, I do plan on definitely getting more tattoos. I love tattoos. I love colored tattoos. I know there's a lot of people that strictly only like, black and gray work, which is, to each their own. But because my skin holds colors so well, I love getting colored tattoos. With these, I think I got these right after the mistake. And yeah, I just turned 18. I think I got it done maybe 2 months after I got the first one done. So yeah, my skin holds color really well. Like I know my close friend that got the jelly on her arm for my peanut butter, like her skin for some reason just did not hold that color. And of course it was grape jelly, so it was purple. Did not hold. So some people can hold it well, some can't. So like out of me and my sisters, I think my oldest sister has the most tattoos, but they're all pretty small. My middle sister has the fewest. I think she has maybe 3 or 4. I have 7, and well, now it's gonna be 6 because 2 are turning into 1. But like I said, once this one's done, when all my little foodie guys are over here, because I mean, I've got this over here on this one, so I want something on this one. And like I said, I've always wanted something Disney. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie. And I remember, I honestly think that me and Derek were talking about tattoos before we went to sleep, and this was months back. And I had a dream that night, and I remember waking up and as soon as Derek woke up, I was like, oh my god, I had the craziest dream last night. I was like, I got a tattoo, and I remember exactly what the tattoo looked like from my dream. And I told him the idea. He's like, you've got to get that done. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. So like I said, I've got my food, my knife and whisk, my little foodie guys, and I'm a huge Beauty and the Beast Disney buff. And in my dream, I dreamt that I got a tattoo on my arm of Belle in like her classic dress. It was like from the waist up, and it was like she was you know those kind of those old Victorian silhouetted photos that are black, where it's just the outline of the silhouette, where it was like the intricate like decorative border that went around it, and it was around Belle, and it was just from the waist up, and she's holding a bowl of ramen, and she's eating the ramen, and then underneath her, like going along the bottom of that framing, were different little dishes of like, I don't remember, I know one was maybe like a buffalo wing or something, and I don't remember what the other ones were, but around it said Beauty and the Feast. And I told Derek about it the next day. He's like, that is like cool. He's like, you've got to get that. So I've had that stuck in my head. Now I know that's probably something I'd have to have somebody draw up, so that one's probably going to take a minute, but I am super excited to get that one. That one is going to be so cool. And of course, I want it in color. I can't wait for that one. That one's going to be awesome. I think I can hear it in my headphones. I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to hear it in the background, but our dachshund, Dudley, is snoring so loud. super salty but kind of sweet. Really good. This beef is really good. Oh, almost lost my spoon. Get in there. So y'all let me know if you have any tattoo regrets. I sure as hell did. And soon it will be gone. Thank goodness. You know, and I've seen people that have like had their tattoos like surgically removed or like with lasers or whatever. That looks absolutely horrible. I don't care how big the tattoo is, I'd rather just cover it up with something else than burning it off. Ugh. That looks horrible. It looks so painful. Well, guys, I'm pretty full. Finish off my coconut water. Derek got the coconut water that had pulp in it because I guess the one with pulp, obviously, what was it in that it said on here? I'm trying to remember what it said. Basically, it had like two to three times better, I guess, nutrition, or it hydrates you better than what the flavored ones do. And of course, he's out playing golf, and it's like 96 degrees, or it's gonna be 96 degrees by the time he's done playing golf. Mm-mm. He asked me if I would go with him. I told him he's out of his damn mind. I don't do heat. I am not, nor have I ever been, a summer person. No, thank you. I like the fall. That's my favorite. Oh. Question for you guys. So I think Labor Day is like technically the next holiday, but to me that's not like a holiday you like go crazy and like decorate for, you know. So technically the next celebrating type holiday will be Halloween. Do you guys think that August is too soon to start decorating for Halloween? I don't. But some people think that it is. Like, once the 4th of July is over, that's all I'm ready to do. I think last year I actually started decorating for Halloween like in mid-September. And they stayed up until like the second week of November. Honestly, some of it, I would keep it out all year round, but you know, I'm not the only one that lives here, so I gotta take that into account, I guess. But let me know in the comments, is August too soon to decorate for Halloween? I personally don't think so, and I'm seriously considering, after I wrap up this video and finish editing and whatnot, going ahead and taking my decorations out. Get everything set up and then enjoy Derek's annoyed face when he gets home. Because I know the first thing he's gonna do is walk in, look, start laughing, and then just roll his eyes at me. But fall is my season, Halloween is my holiday. Like, a dream of mine, obviously, of mine would be to be able to, every fall, have my own place in Salem and spend my entire fall there every year. That would be amazing. Doesn't even have to be in Salem, just close to it, like on the outskirts, especially, you know, a little more countryside. That would be perfect. That's my dream. So Halloween is my time to, I think it's like the theater kid in me though, because I did theater in high school, and just pretending to be somebody else and wearing costumes and stuff, I loved it. That was amazing for me. So much fun. So to me, that's what Halloween is. It's like the one time during the year that it's like theater club again. Be whoever you want, dress up as whoever you want, and just have fun. So but anyways, guys, I guess I'll save this for Derek. Let me go ahead and clean up my mess and go pull out my Halloween decorations. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'm gonna try to get this uploaded today. No promises. My internet service has been a little wonky lately, so we'll see. But thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.